Hey. Hey, what's up? Oh. Oh. Okay, not to just like dive deep into this reading, but mountain in reverse is valley. Going deep valley. Okay, so first cross and key came out. So what this is symbolizing is certain triggers. There's certain triggers that another person or yourself have. And you're like, what's up with this? You know, like, I respect it, it's chill, but what's up with that? You know, what's the lore? The curiosity is setting in. And in crossing the river, like, there's keys on both sides. It's literally a bridge. Heart. 20% battery remaining. How it's a balance. The woman, it's a balance of structure with the Hierophant that was pulled yesterday. Like, you don't have to always be constantly teaching. You don't always have to constantly be correcting, right? Like, depending on the other recipient, whether it's yourself or another individual, there's always going to be situations that you're like, oh, what is this? There's going to be times where you're like not sure what's going on, either on the outside of you or sometimes even on the inside of you. But you can trust that you have everything you need. And that even if the world were to like flip upside down, you would still have everything you need. I'm like really tripping about how the mountain in reverse is like the valley. Almost I don't almost wish I did the mountain card as the valley, because then I wouldn't have put that ever together. I wouldn't have ever put that together. But low-key, a part of me wants to get this card deck sales closed and done and whatever, because I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna make another one. It probably will have a book because I pulled this card. But I don't know, I just really wanted my first deck to be like, think for yourself, to see where you are at, to see who you truly are without the chitter chatter in the background, without like someone telling you everything, you know? Like, even with the confirmations and stuff, like letting people figure it out for themselves at certain points instead of just pointing it all out constantly. This is just kind of solidifying what I said with the anchor and the fish, like the yin yang, grounded, connected, ancestral energy. So with that being said, this is such a weird angle. Oh yeah. Aw. You're finding your ride or dies. That's really fun. You're adding ride or dies to your collection. And these ride or dies are like illuminating the way with their special 448, with their special unique information that they have from their own personal experience. And it's like, I know I've been saying this for a while with the connecting of the constellations and stuff, but it's almost like we're zooming out even further now. 7 of coins. Zooming out even further now. To like, not like all the constellations in the sky. Mastering the, like, the energy of like betrayal, like that nobody can betray you, nobody can steal from you, like that shit that years ago you were like, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like being able to transmute it in a way where you're not compromising people's safety just to get your point across. Transmuting the frustration, seeing things in different lenses, because it's not, ooh, King of Wands and strength. It's not, with the 7 of coins also, but frick, I always do this. The frustration is coming from possibly a different place than you expected. I usually see this card as like a questioning card, like, but not like a lack card, because it's the 7 of coins, so that's actually like looking back on your success and luck and different things like that. The frustration isn't stemming from having to deal with emotions or make time for big feelings or whatever, but it's like the repetitiveness. And so if you can, yes, so if you can figure that out and transmute it for them and figure out, you're welcome, and figure out what's actually going on with them and kind of like guide them ahead without telling them how they feel or forcing them into the action of the already transmuted emotion 111, then the communication starts to flow a little better. They learn to think for themselves, or like they can learn to do it for themselves a little better. And it does give you strength to push forward because it's shifting, you know, like it's not permanent. It's like you get to decide what's permanent and what's temporary, and to act Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. King of Cups in reverse. Which is wild, because the King of Cups is coming out straightforward. 8 of Wands. Whoa. Separation anxiety, missing people, death. The big, big, big emotions. The new emotions coming your way, their way. Because it's most likely if you're experiencing something new, someone else is also experiencing something new. So when you have that open line of communication, oh, I see. Not wanting to be upright, King of Cups, Queen of Swords sometimes, because, okay, that's, okay, hold on. The Emperor, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's giving like good cop, bad cop, but like there's certain lines that certain experiences has helped you like soften those edges. So it's not that it's not that you're emotionless, it's not that you're super cutthroat, but you just have perfectly balanced this emperor energy for when you need it, so you can show up as the person you need to be to watch over and keep peace or whatever. There may be, as you create more community and create a greater impact in people's lives, they're gonna question their relationships, their friendships, their magnetism, their language, their writing. It could cause disagreements or arguments, but being that King of Cups, Queen of Swords in reverse allows for these things to come to the surface. So it's not about running away from it or taking it to a complete halt, but taking it step by step and understanding that just because you're in charge doesn't mean you're doing it alone or you have to do it alone. Six of Cups, like Judgment, and Five of Coins in reverse. Okay. Teaching others to stand their ground. Oh, okay. How to properly overcome hurt feelings. The best way to deal with hurt feelings, to see a positive result, is to face your fears, is to be brave, is to break through any glass ceilings and illusions. The Chariot and the Page of Coins, because once all of those big things come up and out, you're able to like just create something new. You built something new. You're able to relax. You're able to feel proud of yourself. There is also a part in here for like if this situation has been going on for a really long time, that you maybe gave up on standing up for yourself or like being regular, like whatever, like, you know what I mean? And now you're finding the people to help support you and get you back there without like telling you what to do or scolding you or judging you. These people can point out like the differences that you need to see, and it's often positive. And like anything that you felt was lacking, you can now pour into someone else's cup, and then that teaches them like your own personal thing and how to pour into your cup if they so choose. 55. And so maybe if your soul was shattered throughout the world, giving, helping, working, organizing, crafting, creating, building, then those pieces are like slowly coming back into place, and it is kind of painful. It is kind of painful. And it's you're realizing that the differences are to help with the pain, like help bridge the communication of the pain. It's almost about like, yeah, like you're learning about these people and how they wish for you to show up, and it's not that you're bending to meet them or whatever, but it's like you're flexible. And I swear there was a reading about flexibility in that sense. Yeah, because, okay, this is like a really complicated way of explaining boundaries, I guess. Right. Sometimes explaining a boundary and enforcing a boundary, and also like the in-betweens and the exceptions, like that's very, very important to explain the why and the how to mostly like younger people, but like even to adults too. Because the more information they have, the better informed decisions they can make for themselves. It's truly okay. Ending message, closing message is that like it's truly not about them not caring, they just don't understand. And I'm not talking about the people on the outskirts, the people that don't care that there's a lot of hazardous things going on in the parking lot, so you stop until all the movement is done and they whiz by you, so you drive by them safely and get out your truck next time, old man. They just don't understand. They're in a rush. Yeah. And if they don't understand is in a they're in a rush is like always the thing. It's like breaking that cycle, or that figuring your exit plan or your survival guide or whatever for that, so that you're not contributing to it. Because if everybody's doing it, it's never gonna get to the place where you need it to be. But that doesn't matter really at this point anymore, because that's what's happening. So it's like everybody's different boundaries, the importance of touch, but the importance of personal space and hands to yourself as well. I don't know. But to all the new people that are joining us, you guys are so intelligent and helpful and brilliant and fun. Like, I thought I knew how to have fun. I thought I knew how to play pretend. No. And so, anybody that was holding out, Four of Coins, Knight of Swords in reverse, and Eight of Cups, or coins, sorry. Anybody that was holding out is starting to jump right back in, because they're realizing that it helps with their own healing. So if healing yourself is your full-time job, and healing other people on top of that is also your full-time job. There's so many, I'm sorry, like it is getting so general, but like the understanding and the rushing, like just slowing that all down, that things have to be a certain way. The Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. Letting the anomalies, the inconsistencies be, and seeing it as divine guidance or some type of restructuring or something, something bigger than you. Seeing your success as you are, because you do a lot of these things alone. Like you, especially like for parents, it's like you are one parent. It is co-parenting regardless if you are together or not. It is co-parenting, whether, like, you know what I mean, 10%. Ooh. Oh, pleasant surprises. That's gonna be the energy coming out of like the heavier learning, rebalancing, restructuring type stuff. Oh. It is safe to be soft. It is safe to be medium, and it is safe to be rough. 717. Yeah, because they're all important. It's just Step by step, step by step. Okay. Bye. Keep your head in the clouds. Keep them there. Keep them there. Keep your head in the clouds and speak your native languages. Speak words that people don't understand. Keep your head in the clouds. Make up your own words. 747.